passenger in the right seat there. You see him flying adjacent to Lake Balboa as we continue zigzagging at speeds in excess of 50 to 60 miles per hour. There are a handful of LAPD units behind this stolen vehicle as he continues to do circles around this block. They're no more than a football field behind him as they try and keep up here. He is flying through these intersections, blowing through red lights, blowing through stop signs, and making random turns. At least one spike strip has been deployed. Unclear whether it was a successful spike or whether it had any impact on the vehicle whatsoever. We're continuing with the lights out, blacked out vehicle here. It's a silver SUV, older model SUV, possibly a Hyundai, excuse me. Westbound Hart Street, westbound Hart. Oh! Jamming on the brakes there. Close call with cross traffic right there on Van Owen Street. A wild right turn there. Oh, and a successful spike. That looked like a dead-on hit. That unit was ready with that spike strip, and he's going off-road here, making a wild left turn. Still blacked out here. Lots of traffic on Van Owen there, and he's just cutting these corners way too tight. They're right on his tail, and we may see him surrender any moment here. Nobody out of the vehicle yet, but there is a driver and a passenger in that passenger seat, at least, that we know of. We have visual confirmation of the passenger. Unclear whether there's anybody else in the back seat here, but they are still inside the vehicle, and it looks like some light smoke emanating from under the hood of the vehicle. Really jammed on the brakes there as he approached Van Owen Street, and it looks like that might have caused man, look at them all of their brakes are overheating here. This is ridiculous. So LAPD now trying to execute a felony stop. Officers out of their vehicle. LAPD's airship right overhead here, lots of light flooding this intersection. This is going to be Yarmouth and Welby Way in Reseda. Two male suspects inside the front of this vehicle. Again, we do not know if there's anybody else inside. They are clearly shuffling around in there. We had a little bit of a glimpse just a moment ago from the LAPD airship. You can see them. I think one of them might have even lit up a cigarette. Once again, Welby Way and Yarmouth Avenue. Pursuit coming to an apparent end here after what appeared to be a successful spike strip attempt. Look at somebody now approaching the driver's side of the vehicle. Must know the suspect here as they just walked right up to the vehicle. This woman is communicating with the driver, and it doesn't even look like she's being ordered away from the vehicle. Very interesting. We'll keep the officers in the frame here. She is clearly familiar with the driver here. Again, this is a supposedly stolen vehicle. Windows roll down. Suspect now talking to an apparent relative or acquaintance. You can see them now stepping out of the vehicle. Passenger with his arms and hands up. Driver ready to surrender as well. And something tells me this isn't the first time this I mean, the nonchalant nature of the mom or whoever that was here stepping out of the frame now. These kids are in big trouble. They appear to be surrendering. Again, we only know of the driver and the passenger. They appear to be surrendering. They are now stepping away from the vehicle, complying with officers. They did not foot bail. They did not try anything cute. They really just stopped the vehicle at the intersection there and now are complying with officers as they are well, at least the driver now almost proned out here on the pavement. Again, at the intersection of Welby Way and Yarmouth Avenue, a high-speed, reckless pursuit through residential streets here in Van Nuys, through Lake Balboa, ending here in Reseda. LAPD Devonshire units with 2 suspects about to be in custody after a wild chase. It was a really scary chase, the way they were speeding through some of these residential streets. Fortunately, it has come to a peaceful resolution. The passenger giving up as well. You see lots of smoke here. Everybody's brakes overheating after a very scary crossing at Van Owen Street. Lots of traffic. The suspect vehicle had to jam on the brakes there. Some hard braking at some of these intersections, but fortunately, the reckless driving has come to an end. Driver and passenger now proned out of the vehicle. Officers will approach the vehicle and confirm that the rest of that SUV is clear, but this is about to be a code 4 momentarily. That arrest team now communicating with the driver. More than a dozen officers at the end of this pursuit. 2 suspects in custody, and fortunately, nobody hurt in this really wild pursuit. An official code 4 from the officers on the ground there. 2 suspects in custody.